All right, hello, and we Olette here again, and today I want to talk to you about MLM Marketing Systems. Today's training is going to be short, sweet training, and I'm just going to really try to keep this to the point. Now, here's reality. There are many different styles and types of marketing systems that people are using, businesses are using today. What I want to talk about are just some fundamentals in case you're not using a specific step-by-step system or a recipe for building business. You need to know some of the basics, and so that's what I'm going to be talking to you about today. First of all, there's a few things that every system must have, and I want to talk to you in particular about information. First of all, a system needs to give of information up front. Now, when I say give information or make information available, I'm not saying information overload. I'm not saying that, you know, at the first time that you meet somebody, talk to somebody, or show them a presentation, that it should give them enough information to make an absolute decision at that point, because there is a process that you need to go through. But you should provide some information, and I want to give you an example. If you've been in network marketing or MLM for quite a while, you've probably been introduced to some sort of a business without even knowing it. Maybe you have had people try to talk you into coming into a meeting that you thought was for something else. You know, this happened to me, and I will tell you, if you are out there marketing in this way, you need to stop. You are not going to be earning respect or trust from people if you try to hide your opportunity, and this is what I'm talking about. If you are utilizing some form of method of approaching people that does not share who you are and what you do up front, you are hurting your business in the long run. You know, I'd been in business for a few years, and one day I'd received a phone call from a lady that I did not know, and she introduced herself, told me her name, and she said, you know, you don't know me, but I went to school with your husband, and I've heard that you have been very successful in the home business industry, and I was wondering if we could get together and meet. And I asked her, okay, sure, what would this meeting be about? What is it that you want to talk about? And she said, well, I want to talk about business. I said, okay, are you wanting to learn about what I do for a living, or is there something else you'd like to talk about? And she said, well, I'd like to talk about business. And I said, do you have a business? And she said, yes, I do. And I said, okay, are you wanting to talk to me about your business? And she said, well, I would rather not discuss that with you. I would rather get together with you and really meet. I said, okay, can you tell me anything about what you do, what your business is? And she said, no, I would rather not. I would rather wait until we meet. I said, do you have a company name? She said, I would rather wait until we meet. I said, you know, with all due respect, I am very sorry, but my schedule is far too busy to meet with people when I have no clue what I'm actually meeting about. If you want to be upfront with me, and if you want to share some information with me, I would be happy to take a look at it and get back to you. End of conversation. Thank you very much. If you have ever had this done to you, or if you have ever tried to kind of sneak your opportunity in through the back door, if you are leading people under false pretenses, stop doing that, and stop doing it now. It is not only irritating, but man, people will not trust or respect you in business, okay? The second thing that every system must have is the opportunity to build trust. So if you give first and ask later by providing some form of information up front, that helps to build trust. See, people want to know that you're being upfront with them. People do not want to feel like you are being secretive or you have something to hide. And so whether your system is a manual type of system where you are interviewing candidates or calling leads, you need to make sure that you have that chance to build trust by being interested in the other person before trying to introduce your opportunity or make any type of sales pitch. The third thing that every system must have is credibility. Now, when I'm talking about credibility, this could be the credibility of product. You know, do you have research and data and proof that your product is effective, that it works, that it solves a problem for people? Leadership, when it comes to leadership, because let's face it, we may not be, marketing a particular product that can be backed by science. Maybe it is a service or information, there needs to be something available, some information, some data that lets the person know, hey, you're a reputable person, you work with a reputable company, and you have reputable products. The fourth thing that a system must absolutely have is it has to answer the can I question. And the can I question just means, you know, a person looking at a business or a system or an opportunity, they're always asking themselves, can I do this? Okay? Can I do what they do? Can I achieve my goals with this business, with this compensation plan, with this marketing system? You know, can I get to where I want to be? Okay? Can I market this with confidence? Can I do this? Okay? And so you need to be able to answer those questions through your system by educating people, okay? And that is absolutely key. And the fifth thing that a system must have is cash flow. A system needs to give, especially that new business owner, the ability to cash flow, whether it is through product sales or services. And let me show you exactly what I mean. This may not be in this particular order because some marketing systems operate on a manual basis, and what I mean by manual is you're calling leads and making a connection up front, where some marketing systems work more like reverse marketing, where they're going through a series of information, they're making decisions before you actually pick up the phone and talk to them. And it doesn't really matter which type of a system you use, but they all need to have some of these fundamentals, okay? This is just an example of a system flow. We have, no matter what type of system you're using for lead generation, this is something that is different. What I am talking about is no matter how you generate leads, no matter what kind of system you do to produce traffic for your business, you still need a systematic approach from taking a person from a lead to a business partner. Okay, so here's an example. And again, this could be manual or it could be through reverse marketing. But your leads are going to enter some sort of a funnel system. That funnel system is going to give them an initial overview. It is going to be some information, some sort of presentation on your company, educating them about what you do, what it is that you offer. The next step is going to be either an interview or an application process. If it is through some type of reverse marketing program, maybe it is an application process. They're entering their information before you're sending them further information. Maybe there's a few hoops that they have to jump through. If it's an interview process, then obviously there is a personal connection being made over the phone to determine whether or not there may be an initial fit. After that, you move on to a step where you provide people with more detailed information, okay? This is where they get to see a lot more information about your company, your products, your compensation plan, so on and so forth. Then there should be a step in this system where they can do some sort of a risk-free trial, some sort of a product test, whether they're testing the product, whether they're testing the service. It should have some form of risk-free offer. In that offer, it is usually not at a wholesale price. It's not at a distributor discount, if you will, but at a retail price, thus giving the business owner profits, okay? Product tests equal cash flow for the business owner. This equals profit margin. This equals cha-ching, okay? Then from that point, you have the ability to really make a bridge and a connection from candidate and lead to new partner. Once you have somebody that believes in the product, believes in the company, believes in the system, you can then introduce them to options for getting started. And usually when they get started, there is some form of commission or bonus that you as the business owner make. And then we have training, which is highlighted here in red. The reason that I have put emphasis on this particular step in the process is this is far too often an overlooked step in the process. I have seen too many people in multi-level marketing, network marketing, that go out there and recruit. Once they have somebody, go ahead, get started in business, they're already on to the next person, and they forget the very vital step of training. If you don't provide training and support to your new business partners, they are not going to learn how to duplicate this cycle right here, okay? And so that, again, is just an example. Some systems work a little bit differently, but this is the basics. If you don't have some of these steps working for your system right now, you are missing some very vital steps in the process, okay? Now, I want to invite you back to my blog page, Becoming Change Agents MLMmarketingSystem.com. This is your resource for business tools, marketing systems, you name it. If you don't have a system right now for lead generation, I can certainly help you out with that also. This is just a great resource for training for you. Here's the thing. This is your business. Take responsibility. Make a decision to advance your skills today. I invite you over to my webpage. Feel free to contact me with any questions, and I wish you the absolute best to your success.